Right then, back onto the A5. Bit of a sad day for us really. I think this is going to be the final vlog, because if you look in the description below, there's a link, and on Monday, so only a week today, we're going to be giving this car away. We're 650 entries deep so far. We wanted to do 1,000 just because it's a nice round number, but as many as it gets, it's going to go anyway, so whatever happens, Monday, probably Monday dinner time, just after, we'll be drawing it live. Are we doing it live on YouTube and Facebook? We did it on both last time, so yeah, we'll do it live. So, quickly while the bonnet's popped and it's noisy ticking away, this is the spec that it's going to be given away at. We've not really done too much. The nitrous has gone, we've took that off and blacked that off. The DPF's back on, and the 2566 turbos on there. So at the minute this is doing 400 horsepower, 600 foot-pound of torque, and it drives absolutely perfect. So I'll shut this bonnet now because it's annoying. Somebody's going to be very happy when they get it. So this car, really, it's been a very good thing for our company. Enjoyed it so much doing it. It is sad to see it go. I'll definitely be a bit upset when whoever wins it comes and picks it up. But the journeys that this has done and the amount of memories we've made from doing it. We've been to Germany, Scott's been to Spa, done loads of track days, did Coombe, Donington, a couple of, I can't remember what ones we've done, but Silverstone. Done absolutely all sorts of stuff. And one of the standout things from it when we went to Germany and on a couple of track days when all the guys were there in their M4s and other fast cars, this was 3 times better on fuel than everybody, without a shadow of a doubt, and not much slower. I think there were a second a lap at Donington difference, something like that, compared to somebody absolutely driving wheels off an M4 that had got the same tyres on and stuff like that. So it's not a slow car by any stretch. Really good on fuel, and on the Germany trip it was 3 times better on fuel. Everybody stopped 3 times to this car's 1. So really surprised everybody there, and the performance figures obviously speak for themselves as well. So really happy with all that. It couldn't have worked out better. Obviously we've had the troubles with the big turbo, but you can't make an omelette without cracking any eggs, I think the saying goes. So we were really, it was frustrated at the time, but we're really happy with the figures. We've gone from 240 horsepower standard all the way up to 500 horsepower. The engine's never been opened up, no head bolts, cams, anything like that, not even done valve springs. So I think the next plan, we've probably already got it in motion. We've got the new project that I'm sure a few people have seen the video. If not, we'll link to that as well. But we're not going to take that as far. It's not going to work, it's front wheel drive. It's not going to do what we need it to do. So we've got another one already in the works to come along, dropping. Mainly, a lot of people saying, why don't you do an R8 project, why don't you do this, why don't you do that, why don't you do something crazy with a 5-cylinder engine. And we'd really love to do some of them far out wacky projects, but unless we're going to create some new products from it, like we're not one of these YouTube channels that makes all its money from views and just crazy clickbait videos. We make our money from producing parts. Like God knows how much we've made through the YouTube monetization. I went through doing some analytics on this today, and I didn't even look at that, to be fair, but it's a few £100. It's not a lot of money. We're not making thousands from that. I think we've turned adverts off for most new videos anyway, so it's not a big earner. That's not why we do it. We do it because we enjoy doing it, because people watching the videos enjoy doing it, and because it creates products. So the next car that we're getting is going to be, it's going to get some decent power. We're hoping for more than this, but it's not going to be anything mental just yet. We have got another project that's just come that we've sort of kept people guessing a little bit. When that gets revealed, I'm not too sure. We've not actually even got a plan for that yet. We're just making that up as we go along, as we usually do. so we'll see about that one. Yeah, I think this has got 800 and this project, playlist for this project's got 850,000 views or 830,000 views total across 40 videos, something like that, which this is part 29 of the vlogging just for this, but it's 40 odd videos linked to this car, so really happy with that. And this is the first video I've made a few notes to speak about, so let me just yes, I don't think there's no else on there. I've said everything. Good. So yeah, this, as you can see, Danny's done some walk-arounds and everything. This is literally as you're going to get it. I'm going to go for a little drive just to make sure everything's all right, since we did put the new turbo, well, the old turbo back on. Might do a little bit of talking when I'm going around, but this is literally as you're going to see it, so as you're going to get it. And the only other thing to note on this, you get a spare fifth wheel. It's got the DPF on. That might be a DPF delete in there, I'm not too sure. You need to, if you're going to fit that, you need to check in your country if it's legal to do so and drive it on the road, so we'll leave that down to the customer what they want to do with that. Whoever wins it, that's their choice. So I think there's going to be somebody very happy next week, and yeah, it's been a nice journey, not too emotional. So we're going to be happy to see somebody else take it away, and it's going to be the start of a new year that's going to have quite a few more projects. We've sort of worked out what we're going to do racing wise, and we don't think that's going to take up too much of us time. So we're going to do some big builds. We want to do something a bit crazy with 5-cylinder engine in our truck. We've got another race van coming. It's another couple of projects. We've got absolutely all sorts to do. So we'll jump in this now anyway. Go for a quick run in it. Just see how it behaves, and see if there's a bit of a difference compared to how I drove it the other day when it had the 500 horsepower setup on. So yeah, go. So, this car, we've done, I think, 10,000 miles since we've owned it. I've had it for a year, and as I'm sure people agree, it's changed quite dramatically from where it was before. It's definitely nothing like what it was when we got it. So it's been a good project. Really good, and when people see the next project, they'll realise that we've not got rid of this because for any reason other than we want to create some new products on a different platform. So anyway, driving with this 25 on, just there, I've just tickled the throttle and I've gone faster. That's the difference. Tickle a bit more. That's the difference in the turbo that's sized perfectly for an engine and one that's on there just to try and make them last few horsepower. So yeah, so much nicer when you're cruising along. I'm tickling it doing 40 mile an hour, whatever I'm doing, and just a little bit more, and away you go. One thing to note, now the DPF's on, it's going to be a lot quieter. So sorry everybody, it might not be the GTR sounds that people are come to expect from these sort of projects. Get a little tickle. Still goes really well. You can definitely tell at the upper RPMs where with a bigger turbo on it was still pulling like mad, which if we had valve springs and cams and stuff like that we'd be able to push it a ton harder. But one thing that was quite close to its limit as well, from what we could tell, obviously until you've maxed them out properly and you're not happy with what you see, is the stage 1 injectors that we've got on there. I think we rate them to 500, so we're not said anything that they can't do. So 500 is the vital limit. So if anybody's thinking of buying them off us, if you want more than 500, which I doubt as many people do, just buy the stage 1s. But the stage 2s, they'll still work at this sort of power, but they're just not necessary as such. So it is what it is. It's a bit of a cold day. We'll pull over, just see if we can get it to launch. Miles bigger hitting back, so that's saying 3.9 to 60 still, which is about the same as what it did with 28 before, but with the GT35 that we had on there, GTC35, that's what I'm going to call it, that initial kick just weren't there, whereas this, just bang, straight there, no messing, you just get it. So definitely, this is definitely the better turbo to have. So really happy with the car. Whoever wins it, or if anybody's thinking of having something like this, it's 25 quid. Have a look in description, any comments at what people are saying, and there'll be a link in there as well. Buy a ticket. You're not going to get a better chance at winning the car that costs, I don't know how much this would cost if you just dropped off a standard car and wanted everything, including the facelift and wrapping and stuff like that, but we spent an absolute fortune on it, so probably in order of 30 grand's worth of stuff done to this, so grab yourselves a bargain. Thank you for watching, and thank you everybody for the kind words and the comments and the views and everything. Really makes it worthwhile. Thank you.